Hi everyone, how are you today? Happy Monday. Certainly it's Monday here in Australia. It's probably not where you are. Anyway, as is my wont to ramble, I thought I would share something with you, something a bit different this week. Um, After talking about my tarot deck last week and saying I wouldn't buy anything new, I actually went out and proved myself wrong and bought myself a goddess spirit oracle deck, and I wanted to share them with you because they are absolutely beautiful. Now, oracle decks and tarot are different. Tarot has major and minor arcana in it. Oracle decks don't, and they tend to be less cards. This one is split up somewhat, and I'll maybe go into that, maybe won't. And so, yeah, but it's really pretty, the oracle deck that I've got. It covers deities from all over. So you've got goddesses from the Norse pantheon. Try saying that one. Celtic, Greek, Egyptian, um, Hindu, West African. Sadly, they don't have anything from North American. I don't know whether that's just because they didn't find anything that fit in, but it would have been nice to see that. But regardless, there's probably other decks that actually cover that better than this one does. So yeah, I really just wanted to show it to you and let you see what they were like, because it really is an absolutely gorgeous deck. And I've been enjoying using it. I've been doing single card draws, and you can see up here on my little altar, I've got Maat, if I'm saying that correctly. She's an Egyptian goddess. So I've just been drawing one in the morning, and I've been putting it up on my altar for a bit of guidance throughout the day. But yeah, it's got the journal, the book that's within it has actually got different spreads that you can do, or you can do a daily draw with them. So why don't we get on, and I'll do a quick flick through for you so you can actually see what they look like. Now, I'm trying something new today, so let's hope I can get it to work. So welcome back. Here we are. This is the Goddess deck, the Goddess Spirit Oracle deck by Rachel Johnson, and it's really pretty. It comes in this really sturdy box. It's got a few of the images on the back, tells you a little bit about it. And let's have a look and look at the deck itself. So you can see, to start with, that the images are really pretty on the back. So I'll just flick through it so you can have a look at all of the different cards. They're in no particular order, because I have been starting to work with it and I didn't really want to mess it up. So here we go. Look at the colours on this one. Absolutely beautiful. And there's a lot of goddesses in here that I'm not familiar with, which is, it's really good. I like the eye on her palm. It's obviously Diana. She's Greek, I think, maybe Roman. And we have goddesses like this, who again, like I say, I'm not familiar with, but I'm really excited to start to find out more about them. Now, I drew this Oya in my cards yesterday. So she was sitting out. The images are just fabulous. The Morrigan and her crows. So I think there's 40 or 42 cards in this one. Gaia's beautiful, isn't she? And they're split up into different sides of things. Rhiannon, Skadi, hope I'm pronouncing these correctly, So some of them, like the healer and the spirit guide that you see here, there's also a witch, a shield maiden. So I guess they're more callings than goddesses, but they're energies to work with as well. I pulled Fortuna out yesterday. I seem to be pulling out things that tell me I need to have some change and some balance in my life, so I guess I need to work on that. There's Isis. She's magnificent, isn't she? Danu. Kali is fearsome. Look at her. Sif is one of the Norse goddesses. Hecate, goddess of the crossroads. The seer, she's amazing. You see her third eye up here. Freya, the shield maiden. She's Norse as well. So this is one of the West African goddesses. Again, something I'm looking forward to knowing a bit more about. A storyteller, that's a good card for me, being a writer. I've always liked to tell stories. Athena, she's wisdom, isn't she? The Earth Maiden. And of course the one that I showed you just before, who's on my altar. There we go. So as I mentioned, these come with a booklet. So there it is there. And it's pretty good. You get a little foreword from the designer, how to work with your deck. And it talks about the way that it's split up. So you've got Luna energy, Arcana Goddess, Chakra energy in there. And it gives you some spreads on what to do. And then it actually goes into the details of the cards themselves. Which pantheon they're from, their sacred wisdom. How you can use them. And I like this at the bottom, there's a little affirmation, so if you've drawn that. So today I've drawn Matt, and she is 19. Let me just find her. So today my affirmation should be, I look at this situation in a just and fair way. So it's a good thing to think about for yourself. At the back, there's a call to the goddess spirit, which is a beautiful way to start when you're doing this, and a little bit about the author and artist. So there we go. That's my brand new Oracle deck. I hope you found it quite enjoyable to look through them. I've certainly been enjoying using them. One thing I did want to mention was the cardstock. They're nice and thick. You can hear that, and they've got like a laminate on them, which means that they're not going to get dirty. You know, some cards can just kind of pick up the residue off your hands, the oils, natural oils that are on your hands, or even on the surfaces that you lay them on. Again, there's a close-up of the back. It is an absolutely stunning design. And they're just really nice to use. I've really enjoyed them. My one downfall with them would be that they are quite large cards. Not the easiest to shuffle to get started with, but I think that's the same with all cards. You just get used to them, and your cards get used to you, because you've got to put your own energy within your cards. And you've also make sure you cleanse that energy too. So I put my tarot and these ones, I'll put them out into the full moon just to give them a bit of a cleanse and a bit of a recharge. So every full moon you should pop them out there and freshen them up a little bit. And before you start using cards, new cards, to start telling your future, pulling cards out, whatever it is that you're going to do, whether it's a full spread or just a card of a day, make sure that you just touch them for a while, play with them for a while, use them, shuffle them, because they do need to take on a little bit of your own energy. If you start using them straight out of the pack, you're not going to get the same feedback from them. Well, certainly what I found, you're not going to get that same feedback from them. So just make sure that you sit with them for a while, just a couple of days, even a couple of hours. Keep them near you, touch them, shuffle them, play with them, get to know the cards, pick out ones that really speak to you and look them up in the book. Make sure you understand what the cards mean. This one has spoken to me. I love this one. It's really spoken to me quite a lot in this deck. There's a few that I picked out that I really enjoyed. And yeah, just get to know your cards well before you start using them and understand how they're going. So have you got any new cards recently? Have you got any questions about your cards? If so, I'd love to know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and check into my playlists and book that little bell so that you find out when I've got new videos coming. I'll put a link to these cards down below and you can have a look and if you are interested in getting them. Speak to you soon, friends. Bye.